Thank you, February channel members. Welcome everyone to TPOT, but 3 teams are up for elimination, or TPOT but there's triple eliminations. Normally, starting in TPOT 3, 2 teams get put up for elimination, but in this elimination order, 3 teams will be put up for elimination instead. This still does not apply to TPOT 1 and 2, however, so since nothing changes before TPOT 3, we will start there. The other team that loses in TPOT 3 alongside Team 8's in the S is Just Not. Aside from maybe Nickel, however, nobody on Just Not really has overlapping fan bases with anyone on Team 8's. Despite this team being as close together as it was, I think Saw still leaves. It's a similar story with the S. There could be an argument made with Book and Ice Cube, but Cloudy have enough of a deficit in the votes that I think he would still leave the game. Finally is Just Not itself. I think it would go the same as their first elimination in the real season, TPOT 5. Goodbye, Naily! Just Not loses twice in a row because their funny plant was the first to die. I think most of Naily's voters would go to Price Tag or one of the other teams, meaning Book, who had the next lowest after Naily, gets out. For Death Pact again, it could be any of the bottom 3 who get out, and I'm not sure any of them really have fanbase overlap with the other 2 teams, so I think Remote would still get out. The strongest team on Earth was the 3rd team to have their funny plant die, so they lose this episode. Eggy is by far the likeliest to get eliminated here. Much like Just Not, the strongest team on Earth loses a 2nd time in a row. I think it's pretty likely Bell gets out, even though in the real TPOT 6 basketball has less votes. Next up is Are You OK, which I believe would go as it normally does, with Fries being eliminated still. Iconic TPOT elimination face and all. Team 8 was the last team to bring a plate to 2, so they would be up for elimination here. I actually believe Gady would get out, as she was pretty much only second safe in TPOT 8, because she and 2 conversed about Winner's situation. The S's elimination in TPOT 7 does not change, and Clock is still out of the game by a significant margin. Death Pact Again's elimination also does not change, as it was also too comfortable of a margin for me to see it go the other way. Lightning is still out. Just Not had the lowest score besides the other 2 teams. Some may say Cake would be out, but I think it would be Nickel because he complained a bit too much about their journey. Well, Cake would get pity votes, Bommy was the one who saved the dragon, and Pillar was really liked around this time. Cake would still get out on Just Not in TPOT 8. Pity votes do not last long after all. Just like their TPOT 7 elimination does not change, I don't see their TPOT 8 elimination changing either for the S. Goodbye, Rocky. The strongest team on Earth was the last team 2 checked on before the 2 losing teams in the real episode, so I will have them lose here. Since this was the episode Robot Flower took on the personality of Season 1 Flower, she is a goner, especially without Belle to possibly barely survive over. You may be wondering why I put Death Pact again first in TPOT 9. It's because in this timeline, 2 doesn't count Fanny's mouth still being in, causing them to be the first team to lose. Between Fanny and Black Hole's storyline and Tree being stuck in the canal, I think Marker leaves. Who knows how Are You OK's elimination could have changed with an extra team up for elimination given how close they were, but I still see Puffball getting out. As for Team 8's, I think most of Gady's votes would go to either Barfbag or to a different team. Coiny still gets out from this one. Teardrop obviously still gets instantly eliminated, and on Just Not, in the real episode, Pillow had the least votes out of those still present in this version, so I will have her get out. With Gady gone, Pin would be the only one on Team 8 who survives, making them the other losing team. It's pretty clear to me that Barfbag would be the one getting out. Just Not gets left with just one member, and it's Bommy who's out of the game, as normal. When you consider all the times they were the last team safe, they did not do well at all during this phase. The strongest team also gets left with just 2 members, and the one leaving them is Basketball. Finally, since Team 8 is the last to escape their dream, even though it has to be different without Barfbag here, they lose. Needle is out. Cloudye filled up their pit the least. Without Barfbag still in the game, Yellowface is out of here. Similarly, Needle is not here to prevent Bottle from suffering the same fate. Since Death Pact yet again placed first in the challenge, Team 2 is the last team to lose one of their members. Without Book here, and since the debut and eliminations happened at the same time, so Pencil joining wasn't known yet, Ice Cube is pretty much screwed. Eraser still leaves the game as he normally does in TPOT 14. Not much else to say here. Tree is screwed. The other members of the Death Pact yet again all got comfortably more votes than him in the real episode. Here though, it would probably be extremely close between him and Pin. I think Bagged was significantly more likely to aggravate the Giant David than Cloudye was to fail to stop the dragons. It's pretty obvious that TV is the one who would leave out of the remaining Bagged members. With TV gone, Bagged is a very tough one for TPOT 15. Even though she just joined, Lai is probably the most likely to get out, though it would definitely be very, very close between all 3. On the other hand, Death Pact yet again in TPOT 15 is very clear-cut. Pin had the least votes out of these 3 in the real episode, and I fully believe she still would here. Team 2 got a flag first, so Cloudye would be up for elimination. Out of these 4, I think Winner is the most likely to get out. Grassy gets out on Team 2 since he has the least votes out of these 3 in the real episode. Fanny is eliminated on Death Pact yet again, causing Black Hole to be the last one standing on this team. Both Bagged and Cloudier got 3 of the failed debuters, but Bagged got their 3rd one before Cloudier did. Donut almost certainly gets the least out of these 3. Since Cloudier loses 2 members in TPOT 16, that means both Golf Ball and Pencil are automatically eliminated. In the real episode, Bagged had the next most tags between 4 and X combined, with 4 of their members being tagged by one of the 2. So I will have them lose, and I think Snowball easily survives over Price tag. There's no point in just leaving off with only 4 remaining, so I'll choose one of them to win. The winner of TPOT, but 3 teams are up for elimination is... Black Hole! I'd choose him because I believe Death Pact yet again is the least likely to lose in TPOT 17, assuming the merge does not happen. Congratulations to him! Thank you for watching, make sure to subscribe with notifications on, and I'll see you in the next one.